Let's do a quick 3-book series I want to bring over from 2024 and finish, and 3 that I am potentially going to leave behind. I say potentially because I change my mind a lot. We'll start with the good. So obviously I'm going to continue with the God-Kissed Bride saga. The first book is White Horse, Black Knights, and second book is Silver Wings, Golden Games, and then there is a third book out. The title is lost to me, but I'll put it here. I've loved this series so much. We initially start out as a forbidden bodyguard trope. He has to lead her through many towns on horseback to her new husband-to-be. Catch in this tale is that her husband-to-be has requested that she takes this journey completely in the nud, with only her long hair to cover her nudness. So as you can imagine, that leads to some problems. But as we get into the story, it becomes so much more than just, you know, forbidden bodyguard trope. We get into all the political drama, fighting over the crown, other realms, war with other realms, and other magical beings. Oh, she can also talk to animals, so she's really cute, like a funny Snow White. And this series has one of the best it moments I've probably read in a long time. If you know, you know. I am continuing with, and I'm currently reading the second book now, the For Love of Aliens series. So book 1 was Pheromone, book 2 is Seminole. I don't have book 3 yet, but I'm still reading this one. I'm also listening to it on audio, and it is duet narration. That is really helping things along. It's very nice. In this book, our FMC, along with a bunch of her friends, get kidnapped by some aliens, and they wake up in a camp with a sign that says humans meet mates or something. Oh, that's it, pets meet or mates. Fun. So in this book it's mainly focused around one of her mates who's like a dragon creature. There's severe language barrier issues in here, but they kind of overcome that with some dodgy tech. He's really cute. His name's Abraxas. He's a massive giant dragon man with 2 dongs. He's just the sweetest little primal dragon man, and I love him. In this one, we're kind of living out in the wild, in the forest, in the jungle, surviving. When we get into book 2, we are focused around the second mate, who is like a Mothman type of alien. She has like a fated mate situation with him that she is fighting against with all of her might. There are some like really weird sort of mating wedding rituals in this book as well, which I always love to see. It's always fun. This one is more focused on being out in space though, so more, you know, spaceshipy sci-fi stuff in this one. So I feel like we're covering all grounds here with the series and, you know, exploring the universe. We're not just on planets, we're not just in space, we're getting a little bit of everything. And I'm assuming book 3 is going to be focused on the other potential mate that we have in this scenario. It's kind of funny, it's kind of silly, it's kind of goofy. There are moments that sort of break the moment where, you know, she's kind of talking to you as the reader a little bit, but I don't know, it's kind of funny, I like it. And coming away from the fantasy and sci-fi, Sinners Anonymous. So I read this first book last year. I loved it. It edged me within an inch of my life, because the burn is slow burning. It is burning. So I am going to read the next 2 books in the series. This is both the books in one. So I am going to read these ones. This is a separate couple than the first book. I'm very interested in where it goes. I've heard these ones are better than the first, so yes, I'm excited to read it. This first book is she is engaged to his uncle, who is the new mafia boss. The guy that she gets with the MMC, he should have taken over, but he decided to leave the life and, you know, go move away, and now he's come back and he wants her, and the only way to get her is to take his place as the head of the mafia. So he has to overthrow his uncle, overcome all these other mafia territories, and get his lady. Just look at them. Another fun thing about this series as well is that there is this like secret hotline where she lives, where you can ring up and, you know, tell all your sins anonymously. She's been ringing this hotline for years. He's the one who listens to them. And now the one where I might break your hearts. Oh God, please don't hate me. I'm potentially not going to finish the series. Divine Rivals, for me, it was fine. I was quite bored for a lot of this book. The back and forth letters was sweet, it was romantic, it kind of ticked along okay. I don't know if I care enough to go into this one. And there is a thing that happens at the end of this book. I don't know if I want to ruin it, but if you know what happens to him at the end of that book. And it's not my favourite trope to read. I'm assuming this is going to heavily feature that. So I don't know. Should I? If I didn't really like Divine Rivals, am I going to like Ruthless Vows anymore? Let me know. But at the minute, I don't know. This one pains me a lot because I love this author. I have read so many of her books and they've all worked really well for me. For some reason, the Osseous Chronicles is just not doing that for me. And I felt that way after I read the first book. The MMC, he has to read in 2 books. There's 3 books in this series. This is 3 books in one. I feel like there's no romance. Like, I don't see the romance at all. In the first book, he does something quite heinous, almost twice, really. So, he's not very appealing at all. The things he does, he hasn't done anything that makes me think, oh, swoon. The whole time she's just kind of lusting over him for his appearance, but he doesn't do anything. There's no yearning, there's no admiration, there's nothing. But there is only 1 book left. They are only short reads, and the second book ended on a huge cliffhanger. So I'm like, do I just finish it for the sake of finishing it, even though I don't like the main character in it? This edition is so pretty. It's so beautiful. Maybe I will finish the final book and then I can just finally say once and for all, did I like it or not? This is another one that I feel like a lot of people do like, but I don't know. A Kingdom of Blood and Betrayal. I don't know what the actual series is called. These are only really super thin books. I thought I would fly through this series. I did not want to. I think I read the second book. I'm sure I did. I read the second book. Both of them are very, very spice heavy. It almost feels like the plot is there to move along to the next spice scene. It is very good spice. The MMC has a mouth on him. He has the filthiest mouth. So that's why I read the second book. I 100% stayed for the spice. And I may pick up the next one if I just feel like a short, spicy read. The way my reading habits have gone as of late, I just want a little bit more than that. I just need a little bit more than just, are they gonna bang? When are they gonna bang? How are they gonna bang? You're gonna say some depraved shit. So I would love to know your all opinions of these series that I am maybe not finishing, and just to know whether I am wrong. Maybe I was in a funk when I was reading these and I need to finish them. Let me know, because I am open to being persuaded to go back into them. As of right now, they are at the very bottom of the pile, almost to the point of being on hold. So, help me.